Live from the Convocation Center on the campus of the University of North Georgia in Dahlonega, coverage of Nighthawk basketball is on the air. And a very special good afternoon to everyone. Glad you're joining us for the final non-conference affair for the women of UNG as they play host to the Eagles of Reinhardt University. Alongside Lee Glenn, I'm Craig Corbin, along with the Nighthawk Sports Network team. And Reinhardt brings in a record of 12-0. North Georgia, an unusual back-to-back losses in their last two games out here at home, a mark of 6-3. Time now for the starting lineups. First for your Eagles from Reinhardt University under head coach Tony Campbell. It'll be number 2, Ivana Preston, number 10, Julia Kraft, number 11, Ashley Woodruff, number 20, Tara Gibson, and number 31, Maria Sanchez-Ponce. Again, Reinhardt 12-0. For the Nighthawks of UNG under head coach Buffy Burson, they'll be starting at number 4, Lexi Pierce, number 5, Carly Fahey, number 10, Daisha Cannon, number 13, Ansley Hall, and number 21, Emily Truschel. And this is the 24th meeting between these two programs. The Nighthawks a substantial 20-3 advantage.
Yeah, this rivalry dates back to the NAIA days, and Reinhardt still remains an NAIA member institution, just a little bit less than an hour down the road from us. So you got to imagine back in the early 2000s and late 90s that this was an easy and elevated contest between these two schools. Unique situation where the Eagles are going to leave here today undefeated.
Right.
Still. It's a non-counter for them. You see this a lot at the Division I level, where games will be interpreted in different fashions. One team will interpret it as a counter, which we're doing, and other teams will interpret it as an exhibition, as Reinhardt's doing.
You look at Reinhardt, they're led by Maria Sanchez-Ponce, a sophomore out of Conil de la Frontera, Spain. 16 points a game, 8 rebounds. Obviously, so goes Maria, so go the Eagles.
Yeah, really good player. We had trouble with her last year. And, again, I think that these are the type of games that you have to watch out for, where one team will come in with nothing to lose, right?
Nighthawks in their home whites, led by Emily Truschel, 17.6 points per contest. And she will be jumping center against number 20, Tara Gibson. The officials for today's ball game: Sunny Schreifer, Crystal Weeks, and Megan Downs. The officials are ready, as are we. Glad you've joined us. The ball in the air and the tip controlled by the Nighthawks. Quickly inside to Truschel, and that didn't take more than about 5 seconds. North Georgia scoring on their first possession of the afternoon. Preston picks up her dribble. Now away it goes on the wing to Gibson. Shot clock at 12. Ponce now back to Gibson. In the corner he goes to Kraft. Underneath, fakes, ball out of bounds and over to North Georgia.
Definitely, obviously a turnover, but you like to see when players use their pivot foot like that, and it shows high basketball IQ when they're able to get into the paint and keep their poise about themselves. Although on the pivot she turned it over, we gave it right back to them going the other way, trying to play just a little too fast, but something that you can kind of keep an eye on here. It looks like we are going to try to only scoring 90 points in our loss before the break. Definitely something that you're going to see us. We were comfortable playing fast. And it'll be interesting to see if that's something that we continue to play fast and not let the shot clock get short on us.
Obviously, with that last turnover coming off the fingertips of Cannon underneath, Nighthawks will look to get it in the paint.
Yeah.
Down low, Ponce puts it up and in. First bucket for Reinhardt, and we're tied at 2. Hall on the wing. Now down low it goes to Cannon. On the wing to Pierce. Truschel, top of the key. And that one taken right away. Ponce works to the right side of the lane, and that's going to be a travel prior to the shot.
You saw before the break West Georgia give us just a touch of trouble as it relates to a zone defense, and first two possessions here for the Eagles have been a 2-3 zone. Again, this third defensive possession is going to be a 2-3 zone. A little bit heavier ball pressure than normally that you see out of a zone, but it's going to be interesting to see how quickly we move the basketball from side to side and register and get the people in the right spot.
Nighthawks were able to get it over the top to Cannon, but the shot was blocked. And a whistle. That'll be the second team foul on North Georgia here in the early moments of quarter number one. Just a glorious late December Saturday afternoon. And just beating the 5-second count, the inbound coming to Preston. Guarded by Hall. Potts on the wing, the lob over the top to Gibson, shoots and scores. And Reinhardt with their first lead of the day. Truschel in the lane, off the glass, no good. Cannon with the offensive board, and they'll get another crack at it. Hall, top of the key for three, off the iron, no good. Look at the rebound by Fahey.
Anytime you can see guards come in and get second possessions, those are wins right there. Carly Fahey seeing the three from her backcourt teammate and attacking hard, getting a second possession and even sticking it back for us.
Missed shot on the drive by Preston. The Nighthawks corner three, that was a little bit long. Weak side rebound by Pierce, puts it up, blocked. That's the second block shot early by Reinhardt.
But also the second guard offensive rebound. Last possession was Fahey. This possession was Lexi Pierce getting in there and creating an extra possession. On missed threes, guards, the probability of guards being able to get rebounds goes up because of the distance and the carom normally.
Ponce for a three, left that one short. Ball into the hands of Hall. It's a 2-on-2. The pass ahead to Truschel. Could not get it to go. And just a little bit too far underneath. Emily really had a full head of steam. That's the foul on Ainsley. Third team foul on North Georgia. The Eagles have yet to commit any. Preston looks over to Coach Campbell, gets the call. Down into the hands of Woodruff. Down low, Ponce up and in.
That's a great aggressive cut from Ponce there, and then a good find off the bounce from her teammate.
Truschel in between the circles, now to Cannon. Down the lane goes Emily.
It's good to see the two of them. That's normally you see that action a lot against man, where a top post defender just turns their head. It's good against zone to see that 45 cut or that cut right down the middle of the lane after a post touch or a paint touch.
Tied at 6. Gibson drives, now kicks on the wing to Woodruff, who hits the three. (9-6) in favor of Reinhardt. 5:40 to go. First quarter, the bounce pass to Cannon. Gives it right back to Pierce, has it knocked away, but the Nighthawks will keep it, and that will allow Livy Blackstock and Isabel Davenport to check in. Pierce and Fahey get a breather, and also coming in, Kaylee Sticker, who was the team's leading scorer the last time these two teams got together 1 year ago today. Truschel off balance, would not go. That was a tough shot.
She had to work really hard to get that space. Had to use the dribble after the baseline inbounds catch.
Ponce with the drive, draws contact. That'll be a foul, the fourth on the Nighthawks, first on Sticker.
Ponce does a good job of playing both ways off the dribble. You've seen her once go get a foul to her left hand, and then right there from the left side of the floor going to the right. So that makes her really hard to guard when post players can either go over both shoulders, or guards can put it on the deck with both hands.
Ponce hitting the first foul shot. And left that one short. Rebound to Truschel. Try by Livy. Nicely done.
Got value out of that possession there. Livy was open on the pitch ahead three. A little late to her. When they closed out hard, she drove past, got the two.
And a timeout of the floor will take it. 5:08 to go in quarter number one. It's Reinhardt 10, North Georgia 8. You're watching the Nighthawk Sports Network. Back we are here courtside. It's a 2-point lead for the Eagles of Reinhardt, 10-8, with 5:08 to go here, quarter number one. Nighthawks on the floor include Truschel, Sticker, Blackstock, Davenport, and Pierce. Eagles have it. As we move inside, 5 minutes to go, quarter number one. Woodruff puts it up just beyond the foul line, no good. Truschel now up ahead to Blackstock. Livy to the right wing. Now Davenport, the lob over the top, tough pass, and Sticker could not come down with it. Eagles have been able to defend most of those in another travel. It's been tough to get the ball inside so far.
Yeah, no doubt. And anytime against a stacked 2-3 zone defense, there's going to be a lot of bodies and a lot of eyes on the post. So ball needs to change sides of the floor before that happens.
Davenport, the feed to Sticker, back to Isabel. Pierce now works to the left side, stops at the top of the key. Truschel gets it to Sticker.
And that ball is able to go in because it was two reversals, making the defense stretch their closeouts, and that's how that was able to go in and get a layup.
4:04 to go, quarter number one, tied at 10. Ty Williams in the ball game for Reinhardt. Kraft picks up her dribble, away it goes to Gibson. Gibson drives, blocked by Sticker, but an offensive, or picked up rather by Ponce, who puts it in.
That's a heads-up play by Ponce there.
Davenport on the wing, out front to Truschel. Emily away to Pierce. Shot clock at 12. Sticker will try at 3. It's up, it is long, and Ponce corrals the loose ball. Lead pass up ahead.
Another block by Sticker there.
Reach in by Ponce, and that will mark the first personal foul, first team foul. Reinhardt. 3:12 to go here. Cannon and Hall back in, and also making her first appearance, Kendall Eminer, who has already left her mark on this team in the early part of the season. Blackstock to Hall. The feed to Eminer. Works around. Now Trucia will drive, shoot. Wouldn't go, but a foul will send her to the line. 2:58 to go in the first. 12-10. Reinhardt by 2. Preston, senior out of Jonesboro, Georgia, charged with that foul. Trucial at the line. On the season, 86% from the charity stripe. Puts it up and makes it. One more and a chance to tie. And gets the friendly roll. 12 all. 2:55 and counting. Quarter number 1. Simpson away to Gibson. Now to Preston. Ball knocked away by Livy Blackstock. And they'll inbound it. Kiara Simpson, junior from Sewanee and North Gwinnett High. Gets it into Ponce. Now Preston picks up her dribble. Simpson puts it up from 15, left side, no good. Cannon the rebound. Here come the Nighthawks, chance to retake the lead. Up ahead to Blackstock in traffic. That one wouldn't go, gets it back from the foul line. Cannon, no good. And they'll have another shot at it. Cannon able to track it down just in front of us.
Not sure if she'll get credit for that or not, but Livy Blackstock with another guard-to-guard offensive rebound.
How in the world did Cannon get through the defense to make that shot?
Another good 45 cut, blast cut from big to big. North Georgia does a good job of on our big post touches in the paint. The high post making a cut down the middle of the floor. Kendall did a good job of finding Deja.
Perimeter shot no good from Preston. Nighthawks have it up by 2. 1:40 to go in the first, and Eminer fouled Marley Townley, senior from just down the road in Dawson County. Trusu gets a breather. And Eminer makes the first foul shot. That 3-point advantage, now a 4-point advantage, the largest of the day for North Georgia. Little full court pressure by the Nighthawks. Woodruff out front. It goes to Williams, now in the hands of Gibson, holding high. Drive by Woodruff. Shot clock at 9 over the top. Intended recipient was Gibson. Saved it, but right into the hands of Livy. The feed to Pierce. Now a corner 3 by Hall.
Livy Blackstock giving us really good minutes right now off the bench, doing a lot of things that don't show up in the box score, tips, kickouts,
Tenacious play.
Defensive rotations, no doubt.
The feed inside, ball taken away. Pierce one-on-one, she'll drive, she'll shoot, and somehow that one did not go in. It just lingered on the back iron.
Good job of the dribble in and out there, though, by Lexi to create the space to get the shot up.
7-point lead for North Georgia. Final seconds of the first quarter. The drive by Preston. No good, but an offensive rebound. The putback will go, and give credit there to number 21, Ty Williams, a grad student out of Macon, Georgia, and a transfer from Brunel. Hall drives the left side and draws contact. Second personal on Townley. Hall over the top to Cannon. Zips the pass intended for Eminer, but knocked away. And that is your first quarter. It's North Georgia 19, Reinhardt 14. Back with the second quarter in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network. A 9-0 run by North Georgia gave them their largest lead of 7, and then a bucket by the Eagles to answer. And we're at 19-14 after one quarter. An opportunity for North Georgia to get a few players into the rotation already today that have not seen as many minutes.
Yeah, I think that we have found the solution of the lineup, though, although we're toying with the different pieces. Playing a true big in the middle against the zone, an athletic combo at the 4. Now with Daisha at the 4 and Eminer at the 5, it'd be interesting to see if when Sticker comes back in and Trussell comes back in, who plays the 4, because putting an athletic 4 at the top of the zone, and one that can shoot too, with 4 people around the perimeter, it really challenges their alignment. So we have settled in comfort-wise offensively.
Reinhardt has it. Ponce back in the lineup. Gibson drives, shoots, and banks it in over Eminer. Reinhardt back within 3. Hall feeds Cannon right down the lane. Stops. Dishes to Eminer. Right back to Daisha. No room, but shoots anyway and gets it to go.
Wow, that is good basketball. Post to post to post.
Right.
Good catch by Eminer. Good cut by Daisha, and then a finish over a big.
21-16. We played a minute here in the second. A drive from the corner and the basket by Woodruff.
It's a nice move by Woodruff there. Blew past our closeout and then was able to negotiate the help defender.
Ball taken away down low. Reinhardt has it back. The pass to Ponce on the baseline. Shoots, and that one off the mark. Somehow got her own miss and drew contact from Cannon.
Yeah, I think Daisha partially blocked the first one.
Right.
And then odd positioning of where the offensive rebound carom to, and I think Daisha, you saw her shoulders sink right there because she did a good job at defending her initially and probably wouldn't have got that offensive rebound had the shot been not blocked.
Ponce settles in, a 65% shooter at the line, gets that one to go. 21-19. And the second one no good. Ball out of bounds, and it will stay. Reinhardt ball. .837 here in the second quarter. Out front to Williams. One dribble into Gibson. Now Ponce Works the right side on Truschel. Has it taken away. Ball knocked free. Now Hall has it on the move. Up ahead. In traffic, Fahey no good. Ball slapped out, and it will be Livy Blackstock who tracks it down. Just to your point a moment ago.
Yeah, that won't show up in the box. Actually, that might show up as a rebound.
Corner three, Fahey! Hustle. That was a hustle play.
Yep.
24-19, Nighthawks by 5, 7:47 to go until halftime. Ty Williams away to Ponce. Maria Sanchez, and stolen by Fahey. Carly's going to take it in for the Snowbird.
Love seeing our guards get active out there and jump into passing lanes, create some of that pick six offense.
Williams at the foul line, now back out front to Preston. Beg your pardon, Woodruff. Now down low to Gibson, no good. Got her own rebound. And a whistle inside. Goodness. That just came right back in her hands.
Yeah, that first one didn't get up above the rim.
Gibson goes to the line. Hall will sub out. Pierce back in. And for the Eagles, Kiara Simpson in for Williams. Gibson on the season, 62% at the line. High arcing effort there.
Any idea what that was about?
I have absolutely no idea because the whistle blew.
A lane violation.
It was a lane, okay. So 26-20. Pierce in the corner, and Livy was standing with a heel just over the line.
That seems to happen a lot these days.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I think that sometimes that there's an assumption, too, that there's out of bounds. Like maybe the toe is in bounds, but the heel is not.
Right,
yeah.
Right.
But a little bit more spatial awareness.
High arcing three, no good. Offensive rebound to Kraft in traffic. That one's short. Another offensive board by Ponce, and the follow.
And what is so alarming about her is she gets offensive rebounds in traffic, then has the strength to be able to get it up. It doesn't mean she does an offensive rebound and kick out and
She's
start
putting
a
it
new
back
position.
up.
Yeah, and through traffic.
Missed shot inside for the Nighthawks. Woodruff. Now Gibson fakes. Kraft at the line. Boy, this is a frenetic possession and a layup finally.
You can see why Reinhardt is 12-0. That is a first-class possession right there.
Yep.
They forced about 6 long closeouts.
And a turnover here. Chance to tie or take the lead. Ponce will kick it to Kraft. Drive, stops, nothing there. Back to Gibson. 5:35 to go until the half. The drive, the shot, we're tied at 26.
Another long closeout. Forced, shot fake, dribble past.
Oh, and it's going to be a turnover by North Georgia, over and back. A 7-0 run by Reinhardt has tied this game at 26 apiece with 5:20 to go in quarter number 2. We'll take a break on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Tenacious effort by the Reinhardt Eagles. A 7-0 run, and we're tied at 26. And Lee, you made reference to that last possession by the Eagles, where time after time after time, they really were putting the Nighthawks through their paces.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of keeping the basketball moving, not letting it go stale, using the shot fake on the on our hard closeouts, and then getting the ball in the paint, and most importantly, finishing when they get it in there.
Ponce backs in. The shot is short, but contact, and that will be a foul on Lizzie Campbell, just in for the Nighthawks. Maria Sanchez-Ponce back at the line, gets the roll. Eagles back in front now, 27-26. She'll have one more. It's up and good. And now a 9-0 run by Reinhardt. Pass intended for Campbell, knocked away and taken by Gibson. Inside 5 minutes we go, second quarter. Three by Ponce is well short. Scramble for it, and Kraft will take it, draw contact from Blackstock. Kraft from Canton, Georgia, at Creekview High. Inbound comes to Kraft, nearly stolen.
Looks like we touched it with a foot out of bounds there.
Must have been Macy Gregg playing some nice defense. Clock rolls, 4:44 and counting. 28-26. Reinhardt the lead and the ball. Kraft fakes, now shoots, left it short. Rebound to Macy. Up ahead it goes and knocked away. Turnover. Gibson in the corner, guarded by Gregg. Shot clock at 14. Preston backs out. Now we'll reset it. Ponce fakes the three, drives, puts it up from 12 feet. No good. Rebound over the top by Campbell. Outlet comes to Blackstock. Cross court it goes. Beautiful feed, but through the hands of Campbell, right to Blackstock. Blocked by Gibson. That's the third block today by Reinhardt. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Nighthawks have it underneath their own goal and just getting it in. Campbell to Davenport, the feed to Truschel. Emily in traffic, take it away, and a foul in the process with 3:49 to go until half.
It's going to be Townley's third foul already.
And Marley has not been on the floor that many minutes, but has been whistled for three. Truschel, and that breaks a 9-0 stretch by Reinhardt. One more, got them both. Tied at 28. Preston brings it up. Now away to Woodruff. Oh, that was a travel. She dragged her pivot foot. In the corner. Preston will drive, now kick on the wing. From the elbow, this one no good. Rebound Truschel. Nighthawks with the ball, cross court to Davenport. Now Fahey, boy, she was set up for the three, but mishandled the pass. Out it goes to Davenport. 15 on the shot clock, 3:03 to go until the half. Right side three, no good, and Campbell tried to get the rebound over the top, but whistled for the foul. It's been a pretty physical battle.
No doubt. I thought that the foul might have been against whoever Emily Truschel was guarding, because she ended up on the floor, but clearly Lizzie over the top.
Yeah.
So that's the one that was right in front of him.
Lizzie will go out. Kendall Eminer back in. And with the 5th team foul in the quarter for North Georgia, it will send Preston to the line. Ivana out of Lovejoy High School. And got one of two. A far cry from the offensive output the last time the Nighthawks run
a little bit different. Yeah.
29-28, Reinhardt by a point. Fahey, the feed to Eminer, and a foul by Simpson.
The first 5 or 6 possessions were played frenetically, and I think that some of that would have been what the intention was, try to get them out of a stacked zone, make them play transition defense before they could get set up. We're struggling to find easy offense in the half-court setting, though.
Davenport, the feed to Eminer in the lane, zips in the corner to Fahey, who was again standing on the sideline. Nighthawks have been nailed for that twice today. Yep. And the term you used is exactly appropriate, spatial awareness.
No doubt.
Taken away inside Eminer into the hands of Davenport at 3-on-2. Davenport will feed Truschel for 3 right side. Left it a little short, but tipped back, and they'll try it again.
Good tip out by Belle Davenport, like the 3rd different guard that has created an offensive extra possession for us.
She'll try a 3. This one no good, but get her own rebound and then tip it to Hall. Ansley Hall goes baseline, tries a reverse layup, and gets it to go. I wasn't sure she had room for that, but
she doesn't need much space.
No. Made it happen.
Nighthawks going to show a little bit of zone action themselves. 1-3-1.
Ponce, the 3 in and out, no good.
Good to see a team finally miss a corner 3 against us in the 1-3-1.
The feed to Eminer, and it wouldn't go, but she'll head to the line. Kendall had a full head of steam and took the pass.
Great basket run by Kendall there. Corner 3s normally lead to, number 1, corner 3 is a shot that's available against the 1-3-1. You saw West Georgia hit about 5 of them in front of their bench in the second half.
Right.
So it's just 2 passes, and you can get a rhythm 3 against a 1-3-1 unless the bottom person closes out and anticipates. But the beauty of it is the missed 3 as well normally initiates offensive transition the other way, which it did right there. And Kendall did a great job of sprinting the floor and being available after the ball was advanced up the sideline.
And a great job of hitting those foul shots and making it 32-29. 1:20 to go here in the second quarter. Nighthawks by 3. Reinhardt with the ball. Kraft quickly back out to Simpson, double teamed. The feed to Ponce, ball knocked out of bounds. It will stay Reinhardt ball. They're letting them play there.
Yep.
.111 on the clock. Inbound comes to Ty Williams. Boy, might have gotten away with a push off there. Offensive board to Ponce, taken away, scramble, Ponce gets it back, tied up, and they took a timeout, did Reinhardt, with 59.7 to go. It's a And we'll keep it right here. That was an interesting possession.
Yep. Aggressive drive by Reinhardt there, got the ball up on the rim, and then from there it was just a series of loose balls. Actually a good timeout call. A lot of times you'll see timeouts burnt in that scenario, being unaware of the possession arrow.
Right.
Right there, had that ball been tied up, they would have lost possession. So it's a good burn of their timeout in order to keep possession. Because it looks like in a game like this, a low-scoring affair where neither team has really held much of an advantage over two possessions,
right,
that possessions continue to be valuable. So good timeout by Coach Campbell there.
Eagles back on the floor. They'll have 16 seconds on the shot clock with which to work. Williams inbounds it to Woodruff and gets it right back. 3 on the way. No good. Rebound. Nice job by Eminer. The feed to Hall. Hensley will drive the floater in the lane. Left it short. That's a tough shot.
Yeah, it is.
Ponce drives. Now kicks back. Woodruff guarded by Hall. Ten seconds to shoot. Ponce in the lane. Now a 3 from the wing by Williams, no good. Weak side rebound, Kraft up, no good. Eminer out of there. And the Nighthawks will be able to take the last shot. 10 seconds and counting. Hall works to the left, drives, stops. Now Truschel, the feed to Eminer, knocked away. Kendall will get it with 2, puts it up, blocked. Hall unable to get it away prior to the horn sounding. Nighthawks didn't wind up with the best opportunity there.
Nope, but going to get into the locker room with a 3-point lead, which at one point, you didn't know. Reinhardt came here and really threw that underdog punch and controlled a good bit of the first half, but now are down 3 heading into the break.
Biggest lead of the first half was a 7-point advantage at 19-12, but the Eagles used a 9-0 run to tighten things up, and that's where we stand. 32-29, North Georgia on top. We'll take a break and be back with the second half. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network.
You can't really get an idea of how another country runs their military till you go abroad.
It was cool to see their outlook on just life in general. To be there as a global ambassador is definitely a life-changing experience.
I participated in the Management College National Defense University Cadet Exchange. That is located in Taipei, Taiwan.
So I participated in study abroad internship in country of Georgia. The program I participated in was the Swiss Summer Mountaineering course. The experience was extremely professional. There were people from different militaries across the world. I was training with soldiers that were once our adversaries. It's fun to notice the importance of diplomatic relations and also civil affairs through the military.
The host school was always really going out of their way to help us get the full cultural experience because we were, in their eyes, only going to be there for 5 months.
They drove us out and we hiked to a glacier. That was unique, especially coming from Tennessee. There's no ice walls to climb. Their native language of Georgian was very difficult. However, at the end, I gave a little speech in Georgian, thanking their academy. It was an eye-opening experience. One thing I learned in Switzerland was to try and enjoy everything that you're doing, no matter how challenging it is.
Being able to see the country of your target language in person and really living day to day can move your passion to continue learning the language that much further.
All the conferences, all the internship, and all the exchange programs will help you as you develop, not just as a soldier, but also as a person. I think everybody in the Corps should study abroad because it will develop them so much.
If you have a free semester, it's the perfect time to explore a country. There's really not much holding you back in terms of whether or not you should go. It's a great experience.
I got extremely valuable training and just an overall incredible life experience that I wouldn't have gotten going to any other school. And it was the opportunity of a lifetime.
Hey Nighthawk students, I'm really excited that in less than 3 weeks you will be back on one of our 5 campuses. Today, I am super excited to show you the improvements we are making to your campus right here in Dahlonega and in Gainesville. And with that, I'm going to turn you over to Zach and Lane. Come on over, guys. And these guys are going to show you all the work we've been doing here in our rec center in Dahlonega and in Gainesville.
So, with these renovations, we try to keep a uniform look, with everything being along the lines of matrix branding, as far as cardio, cables, and anything else you can possibly think of upstairs and downstairs. We also tried to keep the college atmosphere accredited to UNG. With that, I'm going to turn you over to Zach, and he's going to explain how we did so.
Thank you, Lane. So, of course, what we know is Nighthawk Nation. So that means we focus on branding of dumbbells, the floor, and also some of the walls. As you can see with the matrix orange, it's perfect accent for Nigel's feet. Now, who's ready to see what we've really done for Nighthawks Nation?
Hey, and welcome to Gainesville's Campus Rec here at the University of North Georgia. As you can see, we've updated a lot of new things here, and we're trying to be on brand with UNG overall. New paint scheme and a lot of new logos on our equipment. Hope you love it.
Along with the new look of our gym, we do have a lot of new equipment, which we are going to display. This is called the Jammer, and it's used to target explosive movements.
We also have a lot of new high-intensity training equipment. The first piece of equipment is the hip mill. The second piece of equipment is the air runner. Third piece of equipment is the S-force.
As you've just seen, we have spent all summer working really hard to provide you better facilities for your student experience here at the University of North Georgia. I hope you've enjoyed seeing our athletic facility improvements both in Dahlonega and here in Gainesville, and I can't wait to see you back on campus here in a few short weeks. Take care.
I'm Wyatt Nicholson, and UNG is where I lead. Moving from Fort Worth, Texas, here to Blue Ridge, Georgia, I gotta be completely honest, it was pretty terrifying. Just because knowing that I'm starting basically fresh, it was just a sure set thing in my mind, and just, you know, I wanted to make new friends, I wanted to have a good community here. I have some friends that go to Texas A&M, which was in my mind about going to, and they don't even know their professors' names most of the time. And so I just think here, I have a relationship with most of my professors, and they care about me, they care about my success, and that just means so much to me. And that was what drew me to the Blue Ridge campus and to University of North Georgia. Actually, initially I wasn't going to be a part of the Scholars Program. I just kind of wanted to be, you know, I guess you could say in normal classes. But whenever Professor Price, he's our political science professor here on the Blue Ridge campus, he'd reached out to me and he kind of let me know that coming from out of state, it would be a great way to meet new people through the Scholars Program. And so I signed up for it, basically for that, so that way I could have, you know, new friends and just have a great community to surround myself with. But upon actually getting involved with the Scholars Program, it's actually done so much more for me than just that. It's also allowed for me to get involved with the community, with our leadership cohort. It's just amazing stuff that I never thought I would be able to get involved with here on the Blue Ridge campus, but it's all due to the fact that I was able to help with the Scholars Program. But obviously attending this new campus, it was very scary. But luckily, the people here, including the faculty and the students, are just outstanding in every way, and they made me feel so welcome.
Since 2007, we've seen an explosion in popularity of superhero movies in the last decade. Rayner argues that superhero films offer an escape from the boredom many of us feel with our lives. We love the epic. We want epic lives. There's a tension you're going to face as you celebrate, walk out of this door, and you go to Monday and you say, what's next? And more importantly, how do I live a superhero life? John Gordon, he's a best-selling author on leadership. This is what he says. There's a myth about success, graduates. I'm going to paraphrase a little bit. One that says it's all about you. But here's the truth. You're not a real success unless you're helping others be successful. That's the greatest self-growth strategy of all time. The more you help others grow and improve, you grow and improve. Focus on others. It's not about you. And you'll find something even greater than success. Graduates, you'll find significance. But remember, in all of this, there's a tension. How do I live a superhero life? Enter the epic by being bold. Your family, your community, our state, and our nation are all counting on you. Graduates, today we celebrate you. We celebrate your hard work. We celebrate your diligence. We celebrate your commitment. And I am so incredibly proud of you.
And back we are, courtside here in Dahlonega, North Georgia, with a 3-point advantage over Reinhardt, 32-29. Very evenly matched box score from the first half of this ball game. North Georgia led by as many as 7, and Reinhardt led by as many as 4. As far as shooting, Nighthawks 35.5% from the floor, 25% beyond the arc, and a perfect 8 of 8 at the line. Battle on the boards, pretty even. Nighthawks with a 1 rebound advantage, 23-22. Leading scorers in the first half, Maria Sanchez-Ponce leading the Eagles with 12. Truschel with 8. Fahey with 7 for the Nighthawks. Anything that jumps off the page for you, Mr. Glenn?
Yeah, reflect back on the first 20 minutes and a couple of those really nice possessions by Reinhardt. They would just force that long closeout, and then when we would run at them, just a shot fake and then a drive and get 2 feet in the paint and really have us broken down at that point. And I look at the box score and see that the Eagles are 1 of 8 from 3. So the run 'em at closeout is normally geared towards shooters, or
right,
teams that have a high statistical are good 3-point shooters. And I'm just trying to kind of go through our game notes here and find that as a team, it looks like they shoot about 34% as a program, which is definitely respectable. Nighthawks shoot somewhere around, lower middle 30s as well. So instead of the shot fake allowing us to get into our defense, perhaps you will see a little bit of an adjustment to where Coach Burson advises a little bit more of a shorter closeout, making them play over the top of us and make a 3, make them earn the right to be run at and to be blown past.
That'll be an interesting observation as far as the second half of this ball game. Very impressed with the athleticism that Reinhardt brings.
Yeah.
Amazing second and third chances on multiple possessions in the first half.
Yeah, and Ponce is a player.
Yeah.
Got a good frame on her, is able to shoot the 3, which makes you honor the fact that she's out there, but then really does a lot of her damage around the rim.
Right.
She can dribble with both hands, and then she's supplemented by players that understand their role, do a great job of attacking and getting to the interior of the defense. And what I like about the Eagles, and for what North Georgia has done a little bit tonight as well, is the smaller guards creating a little bit of extra opportunity on the offensive end and running in there and creating offensive rebounding opportunities.
We will see what transpires in the second half of this contest. So glad that you've joined us for this final non-conference game, the final game of the 2023 portion of the schedule. Next up will be just a couple of days from now, Wednesday, when Peach Belt play begins and Clayton State comes calling.
Yeah, it's a doubleheader Wednesday, Saturday cadence from here on out,
Yep.
Craig. This is a great tune-up for us leading into that. This looks a whole lot like a Peach Belt Conference team.
Sure.
They play with slash. They've got a really good score. And so I would rather have something like this, a game like this, than I would a blowout as we embark on what is going to be definitely a challenging league schedule.
No doubt about it. Over the top cannon underneath. Couldn't get the roll. And the Eagles, boy, Truschel hits the floor again hard. Eagles have the opportunity from the corner, no good. Eminer the rebound and the give to Daisha Cannon. Feed to Hall. She'll drive underneath. Tough angle, but it goes.
That's the second time today where she has really got the ball up in tight space, went in there amongst the bigs and just elevated enough to get the shot ahead of the block.
You watch it and you think there's no way she's going to get the shot up, let alone make it. The feed in the lane to Gibson. Steps back, puts it up, no good. Eminer with the rebound. Cross court it goes to Truschel. Emily stops. Over it goes to Fahey. Carly now drives, zips it back to Emily. Beautiful ball movement to Hall, no good. And a break opportunity here for Preston.
Those corner threes, right? Either they, there's a reason that they're open.
3-point ball game. Eminer high post. Really a lot of contact from Gibson. And a steal here by Woodruff. And the easy open layup. And it's a 1-point ball game.
It's like soccer.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw those flat passes across the top of the defense. Every pass has to have some sort of penetrating angle to it.
Emily Truschel says, I have the answer.
That is a player that has been around the block a time or two and understands when, hey, hang on a second.
Let's get a shot in the arm. Truschel fouled there, so made the three, got it in transition, will head to the line.
And knew at about the timeline
right
that she was going to shoot free throws or get called for an offensive foul.
One or the other.
Yeah.
One or the other. She has been put through the ringer physically today, on the floor a couple of times with a lot of hard contact.
But I think that's the MO for a program's one of the program's premier scorers.
Right.
You think about Caroline Martin. How many times has she been knocked down to the floor? And when you got one person that can go at will, which I think Emily can, she just doesn't quite believe it yet or believe that she has to yet.
Right.
You're going to have to play through a lot of attention.
Yep. 6-point lead, 39-33. In the corner it goes to Preston. The drive. Boy, that has to be a charge. Just ran all over Hall. Another one of those Nighthawk trademark defensive stops.
Biscuit. Remember, it used to be the chicken biscuit. I tell you what, it's good to see our 1-3-1 causing a little bit of havoc as well.
Truschel gives it to Pierce. Lexi tried to bounce it in there. Kendall Emmeter going to the floor. Gets it to Hall. 3!
That will probably be on the highlight reel right there. Kendall Emmeter first to the floor. Assist off of her backside. Catch and shoot 3 from Hall.
On the break, Pierce will drive. This one hits the underside. Oh, goodness. We're going to call a jump ball. And it will go over to Reinhardt. And again, Emily hitting the floor.
She is not scared, though. And she's learning that. Look at her. She's got a little bit of frustration now.
Yeah.
I like it.
The feed inside to Gibson. No room and misses the shot. Here come the Nighthawks. Pierce to Hall. Emily from 17. No good. But a rebound by Emmeter. The Nighthawks going to keep the ball? Yeah. It's Nighthawk ball. I'm shocked.
That's out on Kendall.
Kendall thought that it was out on her. I think we're going to have a conference. And it will be Reinhardt ball. And I think that's the right call.
That is the right call.
Inbound comes to Preston. Yeah, Kendall was immediately of the opinion that she had lost it over the end line.
So it gets the 1-3-1. How many direct passes can you eliminate? Right there, Daisha put her hand in the passing lane, that flat line pass.
Right.
You want to make the offense throw the passes that have like rainbow arc to them, because then that allows your defense more time to set. See, there's one right there. You want to eliminate the direct pass. Nothing that far out on the top of the key doesn't hurt us. There's a second rainbow pass. And you're starting to see the 1-3-1 reaping benefits right now.
Cannon zips it over to Pierce. Cross court it goes back to Daisha. Draws contact, and she will head to the line.
Back-to-back diagonals always keep a defense on their heels.
Right.
And you could, anytime you can reverse it or throw the diagonal, especially in transition, you're normally going to end up with advantage offense.
Daisha missing the first on the season, 58% at the line to make it a 10-point ball game, and does. 9-0 run by the Nighthawks. Time out on the floor, 5:45 to go in the third quarter. It's North Georgia 43, Reinhardt 33. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Nighthawks came out of the gate with all guns blazing here in the third quarter, and now on their largest advantage of the day, 43-33. And it's been a gritty performance.
Yeah, no doubt. A bit of a different lineup too that we're playing with out of the jump.
Right.
In the second half. Putting Kendall Emmeter in the middle of that 1-3-1, and her width allows you to just kind of take that extra step out on
right.
your other diamond players that are around her. Let's see if we can shade to the corner 3 and then use the misses from the corner 3 to initiate some offensive transition.
Reinhardt with the ball, down 10. 5:25 to go in the third. Cross court in the corner to Ponce. Drives, now kicks back. Kraft will try a 3 from the left side. No good, but an offensive rebound again, this time to Preston. Woodruff, that one did not find the mark, and over it goes to North Georgia. Hall will bring it up. 5:05 and counting here in the third. Truschel now leaves it for Pierce. Lexi, top of the key, and a whistle away from the ball. That will be on Kraft. Julia. That's the first personal. And a timeout on the floor. 4:58 to go in the third. It's a 10-point lead for North Georgia. Back in a moment on the Nighthawk Sports. Teams coming back on the floor. For the Nighthawks, it'll be Hall, Truschel, Eminer, Cannon, and Pierce. Hall will trigger it from the baseline. Truschel sets up shop in the corner. Safely inbounds. Takes the pass. Now to Cannon. Dacia sees daylight and gets the bucket and the foul.
That's something that's our hallmark right there is baseline out offense, baseline out offense in general, but out of a timeout.
Right.
When you can put a pin to a grease board and make a minor adjustment to something that is already your staple, coaches really want to see good results, and we got the exact result we wanted. We went ISO with a big, and she got on the rim and got the and one.
And a steal. Hall comes up with it. Ansley up to Truschel. Emily will drive. And that one intercepted. Boy, Emily taking another shot at the other end. An off balance, off the mark shot. Up it goes to Emily. To Eminer. Boy, so many hands slapping.
The thing is like got grease on it.
It's a hot potato. Kraft fakes the 3, drives, dips it up, no good. Offensive board, Preston, no good. Gets her own rebound. And taken away by the Nighthawks.
Wow.
I'm telling you, it has been a bare knuckle affair here in the third quarter. All up, would not fall. That was a nice shot.
Yeah, left-handed finish, just one too many bounces on the rim. Corner 3.
And it goes for Kraft. And that breaks a 12-0 run by North Georgia. Pierce on the wing to Hall in the corner. Now back it goes to Lexi, looking for Eminer. All alone is Truschel over there. Gets it now. Back to Lexi. Shot clock at 12. 3:20 to go in the third. Pierce dangerously close to the half-court stripe. Now to Dacia with 4, 3, Cannon from the elbow, no good. And that'll be a Reinhardt ball. Checking back in, Kiara Simpson replacing Gibson.
Good shot clock awareness there by Dacia.
Yeah.
Got down to about 5, but just one dribble pull up. She kept her composure about herself and got a good shot that she makes more than she misses.
And I was going to say that's a spot on the floor she likes. 45-36, 3 minutes to go in the third. Kraft will try it from this side. This one no good. And a foul on the floor on the Eagles.
Gonna get Dacia on
my goodness,
box
no.
out foul.
That's the third on Dacia. Inbound comes to Gibson, holding high. Bounce pass to Kraft. Gibson stops. Now Ponce a long three, good.
She knows when it leaves her hand that it's good.
She raised her fist even before it got to the basket. 45-39, and it goes to Campbell, had it partially blocked. One of the strong points for the Eagles lineup today has been their ability to alter shots multiple times.
Thought that was going to be a bunny there at one point. They did a good job of getting in there and creating just a little bit of chaos.
Ponce, now cross court, dangerous pass, tipped away. Cannon saves it. She's going to take it and make the layup. Two minutes to go in the third. It's 47-39, North Georgia. Ponce will try another three. This one is good again. And Ponce has to be getting close to about 20 points on the day.
Yeah, she's a good player.
Back-to-back threes make it a 5-point ball game. Blackstock to Cannon over the top of that one. Nowhere near being enough for Campbell. Taken away. Kraft at the other end. Gibson now tries a three, no good. Rebound snared by Truschel. Hall feeds it to Emily. In traffic, hits the floor, and Reinhardt has the ball. Three from the corner is good for Woodruff, and the Eagles are right back in this thing at 47-45. A 12-0 run of their own, but a bucket there.
It's a veteran player in Ansley Hall saying, my team needs a basket. I don't need a pass. I'm just going to go and get us something.
Do it. 49-45, 35 seconds to go in the third. That shot no good. Rebound Campbell. Difference of 2.5 seconds in the shot clock and the game clock. Hall directing just a bit of traffic. Hall works to the right, stops, now heads that way again. Blackstock no good. Campbell the rebound and the bucket. And that will do it for the third quarter. Nicely done by Lizzie Campbell. And that makes it a 6-point ball game after three. 51-45, North Georgia leading Reinhardt right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network.
It takes more than intelligence and talent to succeed in life. It takes grit and a commitment to excellence.
It takes the willingness to serve others and a cause greater than yourself.
It requires you to push boundaries,
ask difficult questions,
and understand the world around you.
It requires you to know your strengths
and weaknesses, and have the desire to make yourself better than you were yesterday.
It requires you to be independent, efficient, and tolerant.
Ultimately, it requires you to be a leader. At the University of North Georgia, we develop leaders.
Leaders who serve our country abroad to tackle the challenges of the world.
And leaders who serve at home to improve our way of life.
Leaders who never quit.
Leaders who lead by example and not exception.
Leaders who are tough, but fair.
Leaders who are relentless and passionate.
Leaders who solve problems and don't make excuses.
Leaders who do the right thing, even when no one's looking.
There's nothing average about the University of North Georgia and its Corps of Cadets.
If you've got what it takes, then bring it.
After 3 quarters, it is a 6-point North Georgia advantage, 51-45. And Coach Burson taking every possible second. And it will be Kaylee Sticker right in front of our broadcast position to inbound it to get the fourth quarter underway. And we are back to action. So a big lineup on the floor for the Nighthawks. Eminer, Sticker, and Truschel. The front line over the top to Emily.
That's the same thing right there. It looks like out of timeout action, but it's out of quarter action. That was the shot that Coach Burson wanted to see.
53-45. North Georgia on top. Reinhardt with the ball.
And not a lineup that we can necessarily play zone out of, but matchup creates a little bit of a disadvantage.
Beautiful job by Livy Blackstock running the floor, getting the bucket.
That find was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Got it through a tight gap, but had to put just enough brakes on it to where it didn't get ahead of her.
Right.
She couldn't get it, so it was just like a soft leave in front of it. Yep.
And Livy with an opportunity to complete the three-point play, and does. (56-45). North Georgia by 11. Played a minute here in the fourth quarter. One thing you can count on from Livy Blackstock, as you see the shot off the mark, but an offensive rebound, she will give you 110% every single second she's on the floor. Gibson fouled as she makes the bucket and will head to the line.
There's always a spot on the floor for kids that do the right thing all the time.
Yep.
And Livy Blackstock falls into that category. She is always going to be in the right spot, is going to always play with good intention. And she has, you've seen her in her role today, although the box score doesn't have a lot of statistics that show her effect on the game. Here's an assist if this goes.
And it does. Emily Truschel for 3.
Funny,
as if on cue.
Funny how when you stay the course, you tend to get the break.
Yep. Well done. 59-48, 8:20 to go in the ball game. Simpson away to Woodruff, puts it up just beyond the foul line, and offensive rebound again. Seemingly Reinhardt has gotten more than their share of those second chance opportunities.
And that's that just loose ball foul on Emily.
Blackstock making the steal on the inbound. And that's going to be a foul on Woodruff out of frustration.
Livy had an opportunity there. Had she seen it, just throw it over the top of her head out in advance. And she had 3 teammates running. Yeah. That's actually a really good foul on Reinhardt there to save a basket.
Kraft will check in. Williams will check out. Sticker inbounds to Hall. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Over the top, Eminer, The feed to Truschel backs up. 3 on the way. No good. I think if that pass had been right on the money.
A tough shot. Only because the pass reception. You want it to pop in your fingers in front of your jersey numbers.
Yep.
She had to get that on the bounce.
Livy drives, shoots, and scores!
There's a gear from Livy that...
and that gives the Nighthawks their largest lead of the day at 13. Ponce back in for Reinhardt. Woodruff will bring it up. Clock rolls, 7:25 and counting in the ball game. Simpson launches a long 3. This one no good. Rebound taken by Hall. Ansley up ahead to Sticker. Bounce pass to Livy. Oh, and a dangerous pass. Truschel able to snag it down low. Sticker! Yes!
Fine by Emily. Got away with that. Livy's flat pass across the top of the defense was almost a pick 6 for the Eagles, but nice job by Emily of gathering the loose ball and then finding the diagonal aggressive pass across the paint to Kaylee Sticker for the layup.
Preston loses the handle. Truschel comes out of there with it. Largest lead of the day at 15. Hall to Sticker. She'll queue up a 3, and this one well short. Ponce the rebound on the move. Maria Sanchez Ponce takes it coast to coast. Maria Sanchez prepped in Spain at the IES La Italia Institute.
They must teach basketball IQ there.
I'm thinking that the S in the IES stands for sports.
Well, she's well versed in this one.
Pierce to Truschel, nearly tied up. Battles through it, backs around, blocked, fouled on the floor for the umpteenth time today.
I need to put her in bubble wrap.
Bless her, I'll tell you, she has been.
We need her healthy for the league schedule.
She has been on the floor all day long, and a couple of times when she's gotten to her feet, you can see the exasperation.
Yeah.
But to your point earlier, that just turns up her competitive gear that much more.
I think it does.
Yeah.
And I also think that it's an earned respect.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, when you're one of the league's best scorers,
right?
Nothing's going to come easy. Go ask Caroline Martin. Go ask Julianne Sutton.
Yep.
How many times they get hung on and beat up on, and a hand in the back of their jersey.
Yeah. 2 more foul shots from Truschel makes it again a 15-point advantage. 65-50, 5:55 to go. Kraft back to Woodruff. Now Ponce will launch a 3, and I'll tell you, I don't know if she's missed a 3 today. Or maybe 1 in the corner.
I don't remember. We got our live stats aren't queued up on this game. Unfortunately, we've got a little bit of a hiccup we're working through, but I'll tell you what, she can score in bunches.
At will. Whistle prior to the shot. We talked about the next timeout coming up Wednesday, the doubleheader, 5:30, 7:30. The women will kick off the Peach Belt slate against Clayton State. And the men will be back in action after a nice long breather following a very impressive road win at Lincoln Memorial. Foul called in the paint.
Yeah, that's one of those wins that you although since it made the holiday meal, those sugar cookies taste a little bit better over the break when you go to a break like that or after a win like that. But those are the type of wins you want to play
quick
right afterward.
Yeah. Feed on that momentum. Cannon checks out, sticker back in. And a turnover on the inbound. And an official time taken here. Don't know if there was going to be an adjustment. Well, 2 seconds. So 5:17. Hall across half court. Drives, shoots. That one partially blocked. Woodruff into the paint. Now back to Simpson. She'll launch a three. It's up. It is off the mark. No good. Hall on the move. The feed to Livy in traffic and fouled by Simpson.
Livy's finding out that if I will sprint the floor in transition, I got a point guard now that has her chin up all the time and eyes up all the time and is not afraid to pitch ahead. Used to be Livy had to play some one for us in years prior, and so she had to kind of hang back to get the outlet pass. Now with Ansley Hall on the floor, she can see possession change, run the floor, and can get out in advance of a transition defense and play some 2-on-1 and some 2-on-2.
And have some opportunities. Yep. Timeout on the floor. 4:51 to go in the ball game. It's North Georgia 65, Reinhardt 53, right here on the Nighthawk Sports Network. Teams back on the court. The Nighthawks will have Eminer, Truschel, Blackstock, Fahey, and Hall on the court. Livy back to the line. And we talked about it during the break. The advantages of A, making the effort to run the floor, B, having a teammate with the vision to get you the ball with an opportunity to score.
Yeah, it's a little bit of you can see a little bit of the stress come off of Livy now not having to be on top of the basketball every time she comes in. She can come in now and defend, and then be a floor runner.
Got both those foul shots, double team trap there. 67-53. 4:40 to go. Nearly a turnover. And a travel by Gibson. And that turns it over. Blackstock. Oh, boy, walking the tightrope was Fahey. Livy again tried to get her the ball, but it hit
unfortunate. Unfortunate for Reinhardt there. Livy's pass hit the under support and then hit the back of the Reinhardt defender and went out of bounds.
She was trying again to get it to Carly in the corner. Truschel, top of the key, the feed to Eminer. And a foul inside on Gibson. And she has fouled out of the ball game.
Gibson having to, in this lineup, unfortunately defend her position bigger than she is.
Right. But I will give her this. Plays a lot taller and wider and really had an impact in the paint today. Himmener goes to the line. Kendall, her first miss of the day from the charity stripe. Got one of two. 68-53. Preston brings it up against Hall. 4 minutes, 4 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Kraft to Woodruff. Now to Ponce. She'll drive, stop. Away to Preston. Shot clock at 6. 5. Ponce loses the handle. Eminer tips it to Truschel, who gets it to Hall.
You don't see her turn it over like that very much.
The pass, cross court to Hall, all alone for 3. It's off the iron, no good. I think she may have been trying to do a little too much herself that last trip down. That one no good. Rebound, Eminer. Fahey. Now back out to Kendall, and they'll reset the offense. Hansley gets it over, boy, right at the sideline, but no good. Timeout.
That's Livy Blackstock right there making a run on the offensive rim and running right past a soft box out from a Reinhardt player right there, and then a frustration foul on Livy, creating an extra possession for us, and now because of the foul count, going to get 2 free throws.
And let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Nighthawk Sports Network. Livy Blackstock with 2 more foul shots, and that extends it to the largest lead of the day for North Georgia. 70-53. Inside 3 minutes we go. Feed to Preston. Shot up, and they're going to count it.
That's a nice move right there. Guards that post up, catch it with their back to the basket. You can anticipate use of the pivot foot. They're not just going to turn over one of their shoulders and score it. And so almost when a guard catches it like that, you got to get off of them a little bit and then go into the mindset of keeping them in front.
70-55. Clock rolls, 2:37 and counting. Hall wide open. Fahey in the corner, would not fall, but an offensive board. Blackstock straightaway 3. Livy bringing the rain.
You see everybody smile a little bit brighter whenever Livy Blackstock makes a 3.
Down low, Kraft with the left hand, no good. Truschel. That was a beautiful wide open 3 from the top of the key. Hall, that ball knocked away, and Nighthawks will keep it. Cannon will come back in, replacing Fahey. So it'll be Hall, Cannon, Eminer, Truschel, and Blackstock. Kraft gets a breather for Reinhardt. Back in is Williams. Blackstock, the feed to Cannon, right back to Livy. 10 to shoot. She drives, she shoots. Would not go.
I think that was partially blocked.
I think so. Simpson launches a 3. It's an air ball. Saved by Truschel to Hall. Livy zips it over to Cannon. 90 seconds and counting here in Dahlonega. The feed to Eminer. Truschel, corner 3, just a little bit long. And Cannon got a hand on it, but unable to stay in bounds.
Yeah, did a good job of getting position, but just had not enough space to work with over there on the end line.
(73-55). And a foul away from the ball as the shot went in. And so the basket counts. And a foul away from the ball on Blackstock will send Preston to the line.
A potential 5-point possession for the Eagles. Those are rare.
Unusual. Preston gets the roll. And got them both. Nighthawks have been able to establish some pretty good advantages here in the second half, but give credit to the Eagles battling. Sticker, the feed to Eminer. The shot was too short.
Yeah, there's a reason that Reinhardt is 12-0.
Yeah.
Good team.
Yep.
And ironically, going to leave here 12-0.
Right.
This team can do some damage in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
No doubt.
Sure.
They come in with an 8-0 conference record. Sticker. Final 40 seconds. Nighthawks will improve to 7-3 as they wind up the non-conference portion of their slate. Blackstock in the corner. You bet! Livy putting on a show here today.
She's an assassin. She's not even smiling.
76-60. Williams puts it up, no good, and Livy says, I'll snake a rebound for good measure, tied up, and it will be Reinhardt ball. Final 5.4 seconds. Kraft. With 1 second, the shot from Williams will go, and it will count. Or will it not? Yes, it will.
Yep, and it goes.
It will, and so your final score is North Georgia 76, Reinhardt 62. Without question, the Nighthawks able to make a few adjustments at the half and open up what at one point was an 18-point advantage, and gaining their 7th win of the year. And a nice tune-up, I would say, for Peach Belt play beginning on Wednesday.
I agree with that, Craig, wholeheartedly. I'll tell you that I think that Reinhardt resembles what a Peach Belt team is going to look like.
Yep.
You know, got a good scorer in Ponce. Nice slash from the perimeter. Got a big that can execute.
Right.
So very similar to what we'll see in league play. So that is a great kind of final non-conference tune-up for North Georgia, as now we're going to embark on the doubleheader cadence of Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, and there's no easy games in this league.
Yep, and very quickly we will be able to shake out what the league is going to look like in the very not too distant future. After that home game against Clayton State, it'll be on the road down to St. Augustine for a game on January the 6th versus Flagler, then back-to-back home games, Georgia College and State University on the 10th, and Columbus State on the 13th.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that January slate here in the Peach Belt.
Yeah, it's good to go ahead and knock that St. Augustine trip out before classes start, and to be able to draw that on a weekend helps too.
Yep.
By far the longest road trip in the league, and can kind of be taxing on the backside. You know, if you play that on a Wednesday night and return at 4 in the morning on Thursday with a Saturday game, now you return on Sunday morning early, but you don't play again till Wednesday. It's that extra recovery day. So, home here before the students come back. One more. Games are challenging for our staff, but it's what winter basketball is. So we'll do one more of those, and then the students show up while the team is on the road in St. Augustine, and then it's going to be chaos for a month and a half.
And looking forward to every opportunity, and we encourage you to not only follow us here on the Nighthawk Sports Network, but come out and check it out in person here at the Convocation Center. Going to be some fantastic basketball to be seen. As always, our thanks to everyone who has made this possible, the Nighthawk Sports Network staff, and that'll wrap it up for us here this afternoon. Final score 76-62. North Georgia improves to 7-3 on the year. On behalf of Lee Glenn, I'm Craig Corbin saying Happy New Year, everyone, and enjoy your holiday.